July 4th of 2019, I've moved up here, and we was cooking out on the back porch. Had a good time. Later on, right before dark, Mr. Bob, he called me up saying he seen somebody walking through the yard. Well, we got our guns out, went after them, couldn't find them, got back up on the porch, started hearing some rustling out in the woods. We walked over there, still heard the rustling, told the dude, we hear you, come out. Didn't say nothing, said it again, still nothing. And then third time, we just told him, say, don't come back through the yard, you walk on through the woods out to the road. About the time, that was said, Bob shot a bullet up in the air. I don't remember if it was that night, it could have been, but I know on the 5th, I'm over in my RV, and you start hearing some screaming going on. Then you start hearing stuff getting thrown, yelling. Our first thought, these things were gonna rip us apart. We thought we were gonna die that night, I really did. The name's Ken, known as Flat Rock online. I live in Evergreen, Alabama. We bought this property 2015, 2016, and I live with Bigfoot. When we first bought the property, we was gonna move up here. My mom did. I couldn't, I had to stay back home, and deal with cancer. But, every now and then she'd call me up, tell me something was tapping on her window, banging on her house. And it was scaring her. Well, the next thing that happened that I can remember, I'm unpacking right here at the house, and it was dark outside. And I'm in my living room, and between my house and my mom's house, you could see a light, right there. It looked like a flashlight. And then, I'm looking at it, next thing you know, it closed and opened back up. And, it caught my curiosity, then it did it again. And then you could see it sidestep. And I didn't know what this was. I'm thinking maybe a bear, but I wanted to film it. The only camera I had was a baby monitoring camera. So I stuck it in the window, and I'm looking at the monitor, and watching it, and it, just keeps sidestepping until it got to this tree right there, and then you can see it going around the tree. I bumped the camera, because it was getting on the edge of the monitor. I bumped that camera twice. It started ducking down and walking backwards. We thought we was in serious danger. We didn't come outside for the longest time at nighttime. When it got dark, we was inside. We did not come outside during the dark. We didn't know nothing about them. Not one thing did we know about them. All we knew is they were huge. They were all around our homes, and they was constantly watching. Constantly watching.
So after interviewing Tyler, he told us about a spot in Alabama where there was just crazy activity going on. But of course, a lot of people in the Bigfoot world will always tell you that. Tyler had a lot of evidence to go with his claims. The last part of this journey, we wanted to go and get boots on the ground, and hopefully we could change some skeptics' minds, especially one in particular.
So this is my first actual Bigfoot hunt. I'm excited to get out here and see what these guys do, and hopefully we find some sort of evidence that can convince me otherwise. I'm skeptical, but maybe something will produce.
So after listening to Flat Rock tell about his experiences here and the ongoing experiences and how they've affected his life, you can see the sincerity in what he's saying. Hopefully we hear something, some howls or something crashing through the woods, or, I haven't seen anything yet, so I'm hoping for that.
So on the way here, I got a text from Flat Rock, and he sent me this picture of a handprint on the railing outside of his house.
Just looking at the pictures, didn't look too promising to me. It looked human-sized, human-shaped. But once we got here and actually got to look at it, the print was greasy. Not a grease that would come off, or an oil that would come off of a human hand, but a lot thicker than that. It looked like there were some placement issues with the digits.
Oh wow, you can actually see it pretty good now that you've got that light cast.
They are.
Sterilizing our tools. Yes, yes. Oh, hey, shit, I gotta get that damn water. So you can see it. Where's your tape measure, bud? There it is. All right, so you got the board.
Stay out of the way of that camera right there.
Richard, if you go to the back of the truck, I forgot that water. That's
Okay.
sterile water. The board is right at, there you see it. It's 5.5 inches wide, okay? So what you're seeing in this print is like here to first knuckle. You can see how it curls over. It's not really none down this side. So you got 5.5 inches, which I mean, so I guess you can see. Well, so where are we counting? Here, it's about to knuckle. It's not out of the realm of possibilities, right? Oh, wow. Pull the light off. Hey, take the light off real quick.
You definitely got some. You can see that right there.
Okay, so we're gonna do this a few different ways. What we're gonna try to do is wet a spot of it, and then soak the wet spot up with the pad. And then we're gonna take the top, and we're going to carve a few pieces off. I'm just gonna put it here, shit. Let it drip across it.
That's just going across it. That's greasy stuff, son.
Boys, we got us a little hair. Not that that means nothing, can you see that? Sample 1 with hair. Going in the thing, marker. Look at that, dude. I can make the outline of the handprint. Oh shit, bro. Let's pour on this side here. See what we got, dude.
Thank you.
What is that?
Upon checking it further, we actually discovered that there was potentially a second handprint below that one that they had not discovered.
Oh, bro, look. That looks like knuckles.
No, I didn't see nothing. I didn't even look down here.
In the Skeptic's eyes, I would think kind of convenient. Oh, you're coming here to shoot, you know, for a weekend, and there's a handprint, a greasy handprint on the handrail. I believe if he was hoaxing, he would have told us about the 2 handprints and not just the 1 handprint. So it was a shocker to him. It was a relief to me. And, you know, I'm really excited to see what comes from those samples. I'm wondering if we shouldn't move the long duration recorder away from this fucking thing.
Well, yeah, like I said, if we don't catch anything on the camera, we might at least catch something coming into it, audible.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely going to skew it.
The thing about being at Flat Rocks is if you give the evidence he's presented just 1% chance of being real. We've came to the ape enclosure. We're in the woods where he's captured the audio. You know, we're on the property where they've seen these things. And I believe we're giving ourselves the best chance that we can to have an experience. But at the same time, and I don't think the other guys really think about this, but when these things are around, it's terrifying. It's unpredictable. There's nothing you can do in that situation because the outcome solely depends on how they want it to be. Because they want to rip you to shreds, there's nothing you can do to stop it.
Okay, no, but for real, what's going on?
So right now, up on this deer stand, we have a long duration recorder, and we also have like a plate with a heart and a bunch of deer blood and stuff on it. And hopefully it's gonna track something in. Not far away, there's a hole in the tree you'll see in a second. We're gonna put this speaker inside a hole in the tree and play a fawn in distress, and we're gonna cover the tree with the deer blood, and then hopefully something comes to look around what's in the hole. If it does, we got this little guy stuck in there, you know, to get a quick picture.
This way? I'm good.
Blah, blah, blah. There it is. Okay, so the goal is here. The goal is to get the Sasquatch attracted with the blood and the sound, and then he reaches down to look and see what's in this hole, and what he sees is the game camera looking back at him, right? They say you can see these, they notice them on the trees for whatever reason. Well, shit, we'll hide them in the trees. You know what I mean? Give him a reason to draw him in there. Okay. Oh, I gotta turn it on. Yeah, check this out. Alright, put it in.
Music mode.
Okay, this is a tactical parabolic microphone by Kreider. It's the KX-PD3. We're going to set it up on a stationary point. What it does is the design of it captures sound, focuses it in, and the microphone is placed actually where it's pointed back toward the dish. So the sound is captured and focused, and it intensifies it. So you can pick up things from long distance.
All right, so what we are doing is we're taking our Bigfoot suit that we filmed the recreations with and stuff, and I'm gonna take these Sasquatch pheromone chips, highly pungent, rank bastards, and we're gonna put them all over me in the suit, and I'm going to go during the feed time tonight up and down the trail and act like a Bigfoot decoy to try to draw one out, you know, to maybe attack me or, you know, want to see what I'm doing. And the guy's going to be posted up with the thermals, so hopefully we can land some footage out of this. Oh, this thing's rank. I don't know that the pheromone chips are going to be needed. This thing smells so ripe, dude.
What do you think's gonna happen?
I think there's the potential for Stacy to be attacked.
Oh.
y'all fucking hear that?
Are you seeing any white flashes of light? I just saw another one. You're seeing that?
Huh?
You're seeing white flashes of light?
Yeah.
I've seen one down there, and I've seen 3 or 4 on the other side of the grass patch, and then I just saw one like right here, right before you walked over.
I'm seeing them off over in here.
All right, so we just got done with the Bigfoot decoy experiment. Right at the end, I heard a knock.
I kept hearing little noises all around, but there toward the end, heard a pretty loud knock. Sounded to me like it came more from down where these guys were at.
I was seeing these white firefly looking lights. Saw one behind me and then a couple off in the tree line on the other side of Stacy. And then I turned my light on and was seeing them with my light on, so it wasn't my eyes in the dark that was causing it. I don't know what it was though.
But we're hoping that his camera audio that was rolling picked it up. We're gonna head back up to the house, get these stinking ass chips off my body, and you know, maybe the Bigfoots follow suit and come on in. Next morning we got to go out and actually look around the woods with Flat Rock and see the property for ourselves. It was kind of ominous with all the stories they were telling us about all that had happened there. They felt the need to carry firearms. Tyler was constantly watching and making sure that we were okay, so that set the mood for the whole day.
This is where I had my first tree stand at back in here. And one day I was sitting down and heard some tapping to my right, tapping to my left, and then right here, up here at this little ridge line, at this ridge is where something come up on me. Don't know if it dropped down on all fours, but I just couldn't see it. All I can say is that sucker was huge. When it come up, it was big. It was my first encounter that I didn't know about until later. Come over here where we go down the ridge when you get to there. This right here, you know, it's just stuck right down in the ground. Ain't nothing holding it down or nothing. It's just bent over, stuck down in the ground. I mean, this wasn't even here a couple weeks ago. We come this same exact path. Why do you think they do that? I don't know why they do that. I really don't. Is it a marker? I don't know. It's not evidence of anything, but something's doing it. Right back up in there,
Yeah.
is where me and a guy another researcher from Louisiana, found a little hut.
Right.
Yo, and we also got a footprint that was close to it. He cast it.
Oh, okay.
See, that's the same as that little one up there. It starts from here, just bends over, goes straight down into the ground. Yo. And all these other ones come in from all 4 directions to, yo, all meet in the middle and twist
On top of this one, right? And then it goes, it fucking intersects here with this one. And then down into this shit, dude, it just doesn't, I don't know, maybe it all fell like that, but I find that hard to believe.
And you got that one down to the ground. The head of that other one down in the ground.
That's been there a minute, dude.
Okay.
That's been there a while.
That's being held down.
Right. Those were probably heavier when they got put on there.
Yeah. So that could be natural.
I don't know how that would be natural. I
mean,
And there's nothing,
well, dude, so let's say it landed on.
there's nothing like, well, what is this? That's a tree. There's nothing fucking that fell on it.
and see, you got little marks like this right here. You know, that could be an imprint of something. You know, you just don't know.
What do you think about this?
Well, hold on. Hold on 1 second. Well, I guess it broke off here, so.
Yeah, it's actually twisted.
Well, yeah, you're right. It's still attached.
Yeah.
So there's no way that this just fell and pushed everything down, because it's just perfectly arched over it. Like something would have had to purposely tangled all this stuff up and laid it that way. I don't see it falling that way.
If this shit was natural, you'd see this everywhere.
Yeah.
I'd see this in the woods by my house.
Yeah.
You just don't see these things.
A lot of people point out like tree breaks and arches with trees. Well, we found a piece of what looks like an unnatural placement of some plants, vines, trees, logs, things like that. One in particular was about 5 or 6 smaller trees that were arched over and all laying on top of each other. We checked out the trunks and stuff, and there's no way that these things like fell and pushed all the other trees down, because they're just like perfect arches over, whereas like a regular hardwood tree or pine tree would just stay straight and dry out and crack off, and there's no evidence of that on these things. So that was pretty interesting to see that.
Right up in here, just right up in there, where all 7 of them deer were, right there. Cowboy, he was just bimming down the washout right there. Me and Joe Parker come up here, started finding one deer carcass at a time. We figured it was just hunters throwing them out here, but when we come up on all those deer, and 3 of them looked like they was wrapped around trees, we all sit there and say, hey, this gotta be a killing field. That's the only thing it could be, because there was no cut marks on the deer bones. They were just broke necks and broke legs. That was it. Right past the bridge, off to the left, there's a dirt road. That's where my mom and my brother seen one just squatted down beside the road trying to cross. My brother and mom seen it, so they stopped and backed up. And about the time they backed up, it was gone. That's that.
Yeah, that wasn't that.
Knock came from over there, or break, whatever it was.
Yeah, that break and that scream don't.
I didn't hear a scream though.
Did you hear the scream? Yeah.
I heard it. I was talking when I heard it, but.
All right.
Yeah, it was a pretty good scream.
Just back from where we came.
Break. Huh?
Just right where we came.
Yeah, just right where we come from.
Well, that's all how it always goes, man. Turn the cameras off, shit happens.
Come on.
Okay, so we came out of the woods and we're walking back up to the property to kind of take the driveway in, and heard this scream, and so we were talking, but that caused us to stop, and it was right back from where we came, and then we all heard a knock right after it. So don't know what it was, hoping for the best tonight. Anyways, we're headed out to the kill zone where we were earlier today. Gonna be a few hours before the feed time, but hopefully all goes well and we can record some audio or see something. So once we can see the bridge, we'll hang a left, because then we got to go over that ridge, and then we'll come down and be right in the kill zone.
something else for now, like the friendly zone.
The friendly zone.
All right. So we're gonna go down here. Where are we going? We're going down to the creek.
Yeah.
Where we found the dead armadillo earlier today. And then we're gonna push off from that and sit and listen and see what we can hear. What?
I'm questioning my motivations.
Why?
I know you're doing this because you don't believe. And I do believe, and I'm still doing it. So, you know what I mean? It's like, with that branch. That's that, you hear that? That's that lamb, or that deer thing we got up there.
Yeah, but did you hear the other thing?
Yeah.
Stop, stop, stop. Dude, there's something huge. Just run off over here to my left. Dude, that shit was just right off through there. It was like boom, 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 boom. What?
I don't see anything hot.
Alright, so we reached our spot right here outside the kill box. We're gonna hang out here for a little bit, see what happens. Maybe we hear something. Walking in, I heard like 4 or 5 what sounded to be like large footfalls, but we couldn't find anything on the thermal. So, see how it goes.
Alright, so we're gonna post up right here on this tree. We're about 50 feet from this dead armadillo, like on the edge of the creek that runs through the property. We're gonna use thermal and infrared and see if we can't hear or see anything. So we're hearing something walking around behind us maybe, or I say walking around, but heard like a branch snap. And then 2, would you call those grunts, or like, it was higher pitched than a grunt.
Yeah.
And there was a weird noise back there. I wouldn't say it was a grunt. I heard it twice, and then I heard like a branch snap, a little bit of rustling in the leaves, and there is some wind blowing. So that may be what I was hearing.
It's either something small or it's something low to the ground. I can't see what it is. It's not moving much.
How big is it?
I don't know. It's not big from what I can see, but it's not moving.
Was it there before?
I mean, if it's something ducking down, like it could be the top of a head.
Over like a ridge?
Possibly.
I think it's a little animal.
Whoop! Whoop! Whoop!
So nothing here at the kill site. Did some hand claps, did some howls, and we're gonna head back now. Okay, so this is probably one of my biggest bonehead moves of all time, but as we were coming out from the kill zone, I stepped in right next to a track. You can see it better here. Let's see if I can set this light up. Anyways, the track is like the toes are here, and then the heel is back there. But I stepped here, and it shifted the mud that was over here. That's a real track. And man, I was coming down off that hill and stepped right next to it all in one quick motion. There's no way I could catch that. And that one's mine.
Other than that weird sound that we heard earlier, there's not much going on. So we moved about halfway back towards the house. We're just off the road from where we set the call and the trail cam up inside the tree. We can hear it off in the woods. It's really creepy sounding. Stacy sent us a message, said he was going to do a howl. We definitely heard him. He's way off in the distance. But we didn't hear any kind of response. We haven't heard any knocks either.
All right, so it's about 3:30, something around there. Didn't really see anything, didn't hear anything, just super quiet. But maybe they'll sneak in here right before daylight. But anyways. Throughout this investigation, we've gotten Joey, our skeptic, in front of over 20 people. He was able to interview them face to face, and even in some cases, examine the evidence they had to back up their stories. We worked alongside the state of Florida to go through documents that tied into the Ocheesee Pond Wildman case, thinking maybe there might be some lost letter from the past that might help us sway the skeptics. All of this eventually led us to submit a public records request that revealed far more than we could have ever imagined. To conclude this investigation, we went to an active location with ongoing Bigfoot activity, hoping to get a glimpse of the creature himself. So was all this enough to convince Joey that Bigfoot was real?
Me being a skeptic, I really didn't think I was going to find anything significant. When we were at Flat Rocks, we had a couple things happen all at once. We had a grunt that me and Richard couldn't agree on which direction we heard it from. While that was going on, Richard found a hot spot in the woods with his thermal that we could not figure out what the hell it was.
You can see there's some sort of separation, some sort of definite separation between the upper part of the black spot and the lower part, as if there's possibly a head on top of a body.
I just can't help thinking about Adam talking about how still the creature that he saw was. And then we end up capturing something on camera displaying that very same behavior.
To me, the most interesting thing that we've uncovered through this whole process has been the document trail. There's a lot of emails.
Who would have thought you had 73,000? And what are in those emails? I never expected Joey to send a FOIA request and something actually turn up.
I want to bring up too, that's just emails. They told us that there are no other instances of these coming up in any publications, any reports, anything like that. We're only talking about interagency communication.
You're saying that no one ever came forward? And then we have a report after you told us there were none, and then you shut down communication. If you want it to look like cover-up, this is the way you act.
Absolutely.
I feel like the emails and the communication with the Florida Wildlife Department were probably the biggest revelation in this entire investigation. Just the sheer number that they are telling us they have that met our criteria.
I'm so excited to see where this road leads to. You know, I think we really are onto something here.
Me being a skeptic, I didn't think that I was going to find any tangible evidence, but with this document trail, it really leads me to believe that there might be something here. We have to continue this journey.